Hey, what's going on? Aaron Chen here. Hope you are doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out how to do dropshipping in Malaysia. So over the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to set up a dropshipping business. What are some of the advantages? Actually, how simple it is. But then I'm going to show you how to 10x, even 20x your income if that's what you really want to do, okay? Now, if you're not based in Malaysia, because I've got a lot of different subscribers from all over the world, you can still get value from this video because I'm going to show you how dropshipping really works, right? How you can leverage it if that's what you want to do, start making some money selling physical product. And then I'm going to show you an even better way, again, to multiply your income by 10 or 20 times, all right? So in Malaysia, there are a couple of very popular websites. One's called Lazada, another one's called Shopee. And this is why dropshipping has become quite popular as a concept in Malaysia, because we've got Lazada, which is kind of like the Amazon of Asia, and Shopee is also kind of the smaller Amazon of Asia, right? And the way that it works is basically you can come onto Lazada, and you can sell on Lazada. You see how it says here, sell on Lazada? It's very, very simple. You just click on sell on Lazada. You sign up as a dealer for Lazada, and then basically you can create your own little shop, right? And then you can sell on this marketplace. And the cool thing about doing that is that you get to leverage Lazada's infrastructure, right? So you don't necessarily have to drive leads or traffic directly to your Lazada store. Lazada will take help you with a lot of the heavy lifting, which is very, very cool, okay? Now Shopee is exactly the same thing. So if you wanted to basically sell on Shopee, which is also very similar to Lazada, you come up to the seller center here, you click on that, and you would basically register as a seller, okay? And you just create a free account. It's actually really, really easy. And then you set up your entire store. So if you were to sell something like, so for example, if we come to Lazada, right? And let's just say you wanted to sell, pet food, okay? So you would type out pet food, right? So inside of Lazada, you can see that if you wanted to specialize, and that's what you really should do, you should specialize in a specific area. If you wanted to specialize in cat food or dog food, right, you could do that, and this might be your store. So this is somebody's store right here. This is another, this is somebody else's store, and basically they're getting these products either from somebody else, or they are buying them in bulk, and then they're getting Lazada or Shopee to deliver these goods to people all over Malaysia once somebody buys from your website. Okay, so actually, dropshipping through Lazada and Shopee is a very, very easy thing to do. All you need to do is be able to source the products, okay? So I'll give you an example of how this works and how you can set up your store if you really want to, right? But basically, if you were to sell this particular product, right? So it's a Happy Cat, okay? So maybe you want to sell it for 14 ringgit and 50 cents, right? Now, you would basically have to, first of all, decide what products you want to sell. Are you going to create them for yourself? Or are you going to source them from somebody else, buy it cheaper, and then sell them for slightly more expensive on Lazada or Shopee, so that you can make a profit on every single product that you sell, right? Now, if you were to source the product yourself, basically what you would do is you would have to go to a supplier, you would have to find it offline, you have to buy it in bulk, and then you would basically come onto Lazada or Shopee, and then list your product, and then make the profit off the top, okay? Now, if you wanted to do drop shipping where you don't necessarily have to find the product yourself, what you could do is you could find that product on a website like AliExpress, okay? Because AliExpress allows you to find lots of very, very cheap product, and then you can send it directly from AliExpress to your customers here in Malaysia or wherever you live anywhere in the world. So if you're not based in Malaysia, if you're based in Indonesia, Singapore, Thailand, right, Nepal, whatever, India, you can still use this exact strategy for yourself, okay? So for example, if I was to look for this particular pet food, right, Happy Cat, okay, let's see if I can find it on AliExpress, okay? I may or may not be able to. Let's just have a look, all right? So maybe I may not be able to because it's probably more of a Malaysian brand, okay? So let's look for something different, like maybe like a can opener, okay? Let's look for a stainless steel can opener, right? So you got this stainless steel can opener, you've got some other nice ones here. Let's see if we can find something similar to this on AliExpress, okay? So can opener, stainless steel, and let's see if we can find it for a cheaper price, all right? So, and I'm just doing this off the cuff, obviously. I haven't really done too much research on this exact, particular can opener, for example. But you can basically do the same thing. So for example, look at this, okay? Let's pick something else, okay? Air pump wine bottle opener, okay? It's $4, so it's like 20 ringgit, okay? So let's see, air pump wine bottle opener. So air pump wine bottle opener. Let's see if somebody is selling this on, okay, so it's pretty similar, okay? You can see here. Now, You see this one here is 16 ringgit, right? It doesn't really matter because basically what you could do is you could find something similar to that if you really wanted to, right? Maybe there's a cheaper one. This one is $4.78, so it's about 20 ringgit, right? But maybe there's a cheaper one here. But if there isn't, it doesn't really matter because you can price your products however you want. So for example, if you're paying 20 ringgit for this, you could list it on Lazada for 25 ringgit or 30 ringgit. So what you're making is you're making 5 or 10 ringgit extra for every single wine pump that you sell. Okay, now here's the trick. This is how this works, right? So there's two methods to doing this. The first method is to source this locally, all right? Find a distributor in Malaysia or wherever you live in the world, Indonesia, Thailand, just make this relevant for your market, right? And then you would buy all these wine pumps in bulk. So maybe you buy 500 units, 100 units. You get it for a cheap price, right? And then what you do is you list it on Lazada or Shopee for slightly more expensive. So every time somebody buys it, Lazada and Shopee handle the delivery fee. Make sure you build that into the price, right? And then you make a little bit off the top. So maybe you make $5, $10, $15, or whatever, 20 ringgit off the top. That's kind of how it works, right? Now, if you want to source it directly from AliExpress, what you can do is when somebody buys your air pump on Lazada or Shopee, basically in the background, what you would do is straight away that very day, you would go and buy the same air pump off AliExpress. And instead of putting your address, you would put your customer's address so that AliExpress will deliver the air pump directly to your customer all over Malaysia, all over Indonesia, all over Singapore, all over Thailand, wherever you are trying to set up your store, if that makes sense, okay? And that's kind of how it works. It's actually a very, very simple process, okay? So what I'm not going to do right now is I'm not going to show you how to set up your store because it's pretty self-explanatory. If you wanted to set up a store in Lazada, you can just go to Lazada and they'll have tutorials on how to set up your store. If you want to set up your dropshipping store in Shopee, Shopee will also have tutorials where you can set it up, you can pick your pictures, you can pick your niche, you can choose your delivery service, your logistics. They've got a whole bunch of different logistics providers that will help you to deliver your products to you. But this is actually the strategy. This is all you have to do. Now, the trick with dropshipping, unfortunately, if you're doing it on Lazada and Shopee, is depending on how popular your store or listing is, will depend on how high your listing will rate or rank on the listing for Lazada for air pump wine bottle opener, okay, or whatever product you're listing, right? So there's a few ways that you can do that. You can advertise directly with Lazada and Shopee. You can get involved in promotions, or you can become one of their main distributors, okay? And that takes time to build before they recognize you as a good store. And you can see here, for example, right? Look at this Lazada mall, right? This shop has 115 reviews. So reviews help you to get sales, but that takes time for you to build, okay? But I just wanted to show you the basics of how to do dropshipping here, and it's actually very, very simple. It's not complicated at all, right? Now, another way that you can do dropshipping in Malaysia, if you don't want to use Shopee or Lazada, is you can create your own store with a software called Shopify, okay? Now, Shopify is a piece of software, and basically what you would need to do is you would need to, buy Shopify. It's about $50 a month. You would build your store on Shopify. You would sell whatever product you want, and basically you would need to drive leads and traffic directly to your store. That's the only disadvantage, okay? So unfortunately, with this method, it is still dropshipping. You can still source from, a cheaper e-commerce stores like AliExpress, okay? But the problem is you won't be able to leverage the infrastructure and the supply of Shopee and Lazada, okay? Because Shopify is going to be a standalone store sitting on a server on the internet. So you have to drive traffic to the store, right? So there are a few ways that you can do dropshipping. The beauty of doing it on Shopify though is you can charge people US dollars for your products, okay? So even if you're focusing on the Malaysian market, or you're focusing on Singapore, or you're focusing on Indonesia or Thailand or wherever, Australia, the US, on Shopify, you can charge everybody in whatever currency you want, and usually it's USD. The only problem with Lazada and Shopee is if you're selling in your local market, like Malaysia, you have to charge in ringgit. You see here, right? So because I'm based in KL, if I was to sell on Lazada or Shopee, I must charge in ringgit because this is where my customers are buying, right? So it's a good place to start selling, but unfortunately, you're still earning ringgit, which is a very, very low currency, okay? Now, if you're based in Singapore, then you're going to earn Sing dollars, which is a lot better, right? But again, if you're based in Indonesia, again, you're earning, Indonesian currency, which is a little bit lower, okay? So it just depends on where you're based. Now, this is how you can get started with dropshipping. It's not difficult, right? And it's a great way to start selling online, but here are a few problems with dropshipping that a lot of people don't really understand, okay? So here's a few limitations. First of all, the big problem with dropshipping is that it's low profit margins, right? Think about it. Every time you sell, pet food or a wine opener or a can opener or a rolling pin or a vacuum cleaner or whatever, you're only earning a little bit more than what you bought the product for because you have to buy it from somebody else and then sell it on the website, right? So the profit margins are very low. You're only earning like 5 ringgit, 10 ringgit, 20 ringgit, 30 ringgit extra per item, all right? So which means that in order for you to make a lot of money, you have to make a lot of sales, right? So you must make high volume sales if you want to make a lot of income with dropshipping, especially if you're selling in ringgit, okay? The other problem is you have to handle all the customer service. That really sucks, okay? Because you are sourcing the product yourself. It's your own product, it's your own store. Whenever people have customer service issues, you have to deal with the customer service, all right? Which means that if you want to make 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 ringgit a month, you're making literally hundreds and hundreds of sales, actually thousands of sales a month before you're really making this high volume, which means that you have to handle thousands of customer service requests every single month. That can be a real pain in the ass, okay? And the other big problem is that you only earn in ringgit, or the currency that you're in, based on where you're selling. So if you're based in Singapore, you earn Sing dollars. If you're based in Malaysia, you earn in ringgit. If you're selling in Philippines, you earn in Filipino pesos, right? So that's the problem with dropshipping. It depends on where you're located. You can only make that kind of currency unless you set up a Shopify store and charge USD. Then you have that option, all right? Now let me show you a way to mitigate all of these problems, okay? So how do you get higher profit margins? How do you make a lower amount of sales and still hit your very big income goals? How do you not have to handle any customer service? And how do you earn in US dollars so that you can convert that into ringgit and earn a ton of money, okay? Now, this is what I do. I do something called affiliate marketing, right? Now, dropshipping is great. Don't get me wrong. You can start with dropshipping, especially if you're not making any money online. Starting dropshipping is better than starting nothing at all, right? Selling online is really the ticket to making a lot of money. That's how you change your future, all right? But what you want to do is you want to take the next step, and instead of focusing on dropshipping, you want to focus on affiliate marketing, where you're selling other people's digital courses. This is what I do, all right? Now, the beauty about selling other people's digital courses is, number one, you don't have to source the product yourself. That means you're selling somebody else's product. You don't have to store them in your house. You don't even have to go to AliExpress and buy it every single day, because you get the product one time and you just send a link to the same product, and you don't have to deal with any of this manual stuff every single day, which is really, really cool, okay? The other thing is, because it's somebody else's product, you don't have to handle any of the customer service. They handle everything because you're selling their product. Does that make sense? You just have to share your link, okay? And then the other beauty, which I love, is everything is not in ringgit, it's in US dollars. Let me show you an example, right? So this is one of the products that I sell. It's called 4%. This is an online marketing training, okay? It's a digital program. I've made 94,000 US dollars selling this program to people all over the world. Think about that for a second. This is in ringgit, yeah? So if I do the calculations, 94,244 times 4.1 at the current currency, I made 386,400 ringgit with this particular program, all right? Because you do the conversion, right? So everything's in USD, okay? That's pretty cool, right? This is one program. This is not even my own program. This is somebody else's program that I'm selling. All I'm doing is I'm connecting two people together. I'm connecting the people that want this program to the program. That's it. I'm being the middle person, and once you join these two together, you make a commission. That's why affiliate marketing is so simple, it's so profitable, and everything's in US dollars. Let me show you my PayPal account, right? So this is a piece of software that I sell. Again, it is a software that people need to use in a particular market, right? It's called ClickMagic. Check this out, right? This is direct to my PayPal account. 118, 115, 98, 54, 71, 51, 58, 67, 110. This is all US dollars. You get the idea, right? Let me show you another platform or another program that I sell. It's called Edison. And you can see this is really my PayPal account right now. Maybe it's logged out. Just let me refresh this. Give me 1 second here. I am not a robot. Oh no, I gotta do this. Okay, just give me 1 second. But hopefully that works. Sorry, it was logged out for a little bit long, right? But you can see here Edison, okay? Check this out, okay? 938,300, 785, 1,066, 979, 1,214, you get the idea, all US dollars, okay? Again, I'm selling other people's products, other people's software, other people's training courses. I don't have to do the transactions every single day. I don't have to handle customer service because it's their product. Anytime there's a problem, they handle it directly. You earn in US dollars, and this is how you can 10 to 20x your income on top of dropshipping. So don't get me wrong, dropshipping is great. Okay, so if you want to get started, just follow this video all the way through, and you can start selling physical products on Lazada, Shopee, and even your very own Shopify store if that's what you want to do, right? But if you want to take your income to the next level, okay, what I recommend is you start affiliate marketing. Start selling digital courses online, start selling other people's stuff, start selling in US dollars, and that's how this becomes really, really fun, okay? So first of all, I'd like to know what you thought of this video below. Give me some comments, give me some thumbs ups if you got some value from this video today. And if you're like, Aaron, I want to learn how to do this, right? I want to learn how to create income like this. I want to learn how to create income like that. I would love to show you how to do that. All you need to do, click on the link below the video in the comment section or the arrow on the right hand side of your screen. If you're on your mobile device, on the next page, enter your best email address and then jump on my free workshop where I'm going to show you how I do this every single day. How do I do this every single day? How do I connect people? How do I build a relationship with people virtually? How do I pick products? How do you set it all up? And then how you can do it from pretty much anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter if you're living in Malaysia, in Singapore, in the US, in China, in Scotland, in Ireland, in Canada, it doesn't matter. New Zealand, you can do this from anywhere in the world. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you got a lot of value today, and I hope to see you on that workshop very, very soon. Take care and all the best.